Good day to everyone. We are here to discuss about SketchUp.
SketchUp 3D rendering software.
First, let's discuss about 3D rendering software. A 3D rendering software is a 3D software that takes user-created 3D models and places them into fully realized 3D environments or images. With 3D rendering programs, graphic designers and media developers can insert disparate objects and characters imported from 3D modeling programs into a graphically appropriate setting. It uses for different purposes like home or office buildings, gaming, product design, etc. These programs can also have features such as lighting and texturing, which can add depth and realism to scenes. One software that is used by visual artists is SketchUp. The program enhances workflows across a variety of industries, including architecture, engineering, construction, woodworking, interior design, film, and much more.
So, what is SketchUp?
Believe it or not, SketchUp's origin go all the way back to 2000. The software was originally developed by a startup company, Blast Software, co-founded by Brad Shell and Drew Ishk in 1999. SketchUp was released to the public in August 2000 as a general-purpose 3D modeling tool looking to make the design process easier, more intuitive, and more fun. Blast Software must have been doing something right because at AEC Systems Fall 2000 exhibit, SketchUp won the award of Best New Products or Services. Not content to slow down, Blast Software continued its success by aiming to allow users to place their SketchUp models into Google Earth. In this endeavor, they collaborated with Google to develop a plugin for Google Earth. First impressions are everything. Google's impression of SketchUp was clearly a good one after the success of their plugin. Why? After the successful collaboration, Google acquired SketchUp for an undisclosed sum on March 14, 2006. Google SketchUp's reign and subsequent acquisition by Trimble up until this point. Last, we're marketing SketchUp with a $495 price tag. Google, however, released both a free version of SketchUp, available to anyone interested, and a pro version, also at $495 in January 2007. The free version had less than functionality than the pro version. However, it still included integrated tools for uploading models to Google Earth and 3D Warehouse. New toolbox features enabled users to see their models from different perspectives. It supported labels and came with the look-around tool. The Pro 6 release first introduced the beta version of Layout, which changed SketchUp for the better will look in this further in the products section. Google certainly showed no signs of stopping, releasing subsequent versions like SketchUp 7, which integrated 3D Warehouse, Layout 2, and the additional dynamic components. SketchUp 8, released in 2010, came with model geolocation with Google Maps and Building Maker integration. Google's reign came to a halt on June 1, 2012 when Trimble Navigation, now known as a Trimble Inc., acquired SketchUp. Trimble released a new version of SketchUp in 2013. The SketchUp team under Trimble has since shown a great interest in helping third-party developers to extend SketchUp through extensions. As such, they created the Extension Warehouse, allowing users to share and download SketchUp, plugins, and extensions. SketchUp is one of the most popular 3D modeling and design tool in the world. It used to model everything from tree houses to intricate and energy-efficient buildings. In order to understand, we will discuss why SketchUp is both intuitive and powerful for professionals and creatives of all kinds. SketchUp is a 3D modeling and rendering piece of software. It allows you to create 2D and 3D models easily. The software has large database models and objects ready to download. You can also use it to model from scratch, or you can import a 2D or a 3D file and work on it.
SketchUp used for.
What is SketchUp used for? Customers, buyers, and decision makers are evolving with technology. Allowing them to see how your design looks realistically is highly beneficial for you and them.
7 aspects of SketchUp.
Here are the 7 aspects to look at when it comes to the potential of SketchUp.
1. Modeling.
1 is modeling. SketchUp is a very flexible software when it comes to modeling. You can create any shape you desire. The software has a lot of initiative tools to help you in the modeling process. The good thing about SketchUp is that it enables to start with simple form and combine complex objects.
2. Rendering and animation.
2. Rendering and animation. SketchUp uses external plug-in to achieve rendering and animation. The software is compatible with multiple rendering engines. However, you can use SketchUp to control the daylight and the sun direction by changing the time and the month.
3D warehouse.
3. SketchUp 3D Warehouse. The 3D Warehouse is a great thing that SketchUp made. You can basically download any object you need to use. All you have to do is check out the official site of the SketchUp 3D Warehouse and type on research whatever object you want and download it. However, put in mind that you should download the same SketchUp file version you use. You can find any entire city, buildings, room, and spaces, furniture, external object, and etc.
4. Interface and learning curves.
Interface and learning curves. The interface of the software is simple and efficient. The tools are organized in sections. Every section combines multiple related tools. You can find a section that contains drawing, erasing, and drawing different forms like circle and rectangles. Another sections to move, rotate, and change the scale of your model. There is also a section related to view, shadow, and the sun's direction. This will make it easy for you to understand how to use the software.
5. Industries that is SketchUp.
Number 5. Industries that use SketchUp. SketchUp is used in the design and architecture field by architects and designers. It can also be used to create landscape architecture, furniture, and objects design. Besides that, the software can be used to create video, games. Otherwise, you can use SketchUp in the engineering and construction field. It is widely used in the entertainment industry.
6. Price and availability.
Price and availability. SketchUp is available in 3 different versions to suit everyone.
SketchUp free.
SketchUp Free. This version was released in 2017, which is a web-based application. All you need to do is to sign up using your email address. It's a great version to start with or even to use to view and print your 3D outside the office without the need of having a desktop computer or a laptop.
SketchUp Pro.
SketchUp Pro. It is a paid version and it costs $695. It is the premium version of SketchUp. It has a lot of extra functionalities that you don't find in the free version. You can use it to import and export different files format. You have also multiple layout tools, style builders, and 2D documentation.
SketchUp Make.
SketchUp make. It is also a free version that you can download and also register for free. It's a great way to start using the software. You can have a free trial of 30 days.
7. SketchUp plugins.
7. The plugins. In the design industry, SketchUp is known to be relatively easy to use. It generates results quickly, and the workflow is super smooth with it. However, to make your work more efficient, SketchUp enables to use a bunch of different plugins to make your work easier and to reduce the amount of time and effort you make to design.
SketchUp pros and cons.
SketchUp pros and cons. There are few pros and cons to SketchUp that should be considered before using the program. Pros. SketchUp is a very user-friendly program that is great for beginners to use. The program is also great for creating 3D models and is very versatile. While in cons, SketchUp includes that the program can be quite resource heavy and can slow down your computer. The program can also be trickier to use for more complex.
Advantages of SketchUp.
Advantages of SketchUp. First, it is a very powerful and versatile tool. It can be used for a wide variety of projects from simple to complex. Second, it is easy to use and learn. Even people with no prior experience in CAD can quickly learn how to use SketchUp. Third, SketchUp is very affordable. It is a fraction of the cost of other CAD software programs. Finally, SketchUp is constantly being updated with new features.
Disadvantage of SketchUp.
Disadvantage of SketchUp. First, it can be difficult to create complex shapes and drawings. Second, the program can be challenging to use for beginners. Third, SketchUp doesn't have as many features as some other 3D modeling programs.
Interface of SketchUp.
Interface of SketchUp. SketchUp offers all the tools needed to produce professional and quality results even for a beginner. Begin by opening SketchUp application on your PC or laptop. Once the program is open, you are prompted with a window used to select a template. Typically, you will use the simple template with images. You can of course choose another template based on your project. Understanding the layout of SketchUp. Once you have selected the template, you will be taken to a blank project in SketchUp. From here, you can select any tool you want to begin creating your first 3D object.
Toolbar.
Toolbar. The toolbar is located at the top left of your window. This is where you will be selecting the different tools to help build the object you want to create. To select a tool, simply click on the one you want. Navigation. To navigate in the 3D environment of SketchUp, use the scroll wheel along with the pen tool. Pressing in the scroll wheel and dragging the mouse will rotate our view of the 3D space. Scrolling the wheel will zoom in and out. Left-clicking the mouse wheel with the pen tool selected will drag the view point around.
Toolbox description.
Toolbox description. Selection tool. A commonly used tool used to select either faces, lines, or objects. To select a face, click once on a face. To select line, click on the line. To select an object, double-click on the object. Eraser tool. This tool erases lines. To erase a singular line, click on it once. To erase multiple lines, click and drag. Line tool. Create a straight line. Connecting multiple lines will make faces. Freehand tool. This tool will let you draw freehand lines. Connecting this will create a face. Arc tool. Create arcs or circle. To create an arc, click once. This will be your center point. Clicking somewhere else will create another point. From here, you can drag your mouse around and a preview of the arc will appear. Clicking again will create an arc. To make a circle, click on the workspace and rotate the arc preview around. When the circle is completed, click the workspace again. 2 points arc tool. Create arcs using 2 points. 3 points arc tool. This tool is similar to the 2-point arc tool. Expect that it will be pivot the arc around the second point.
Pie tool. The pie tool is almost identical to the first arc tool, except that it creates faces instead of lines. Rectangle tool. This is used to create rectangle and square planes. Rotated rectangle tool creates rectangles and squares on an angle. Circle tool used to create circular planes. Polygon tool creates polygonal planes. Scale tool creates ellipse shapes that hold text. Offset tool creates copies of lines at a uniform distance from the originals. Move tool moves selected objects, lines or planes. Rotate tool rotates selected objects, lines or planes using a protractor. Push-pull tool expands planes into 3D objects. Tape measure tool used to measure lengths of any object or a region of space. Text tool create a text note wherever it is placed. Paint tool used to paint any surface or plane. Orbit tool used to rotate the viewing angle in the 3D space. Pan tool used to pan the camera around the 3D space. Zoom tool zooms in on an area. Zoom extends tool brings zoom back to center of the server. Brings zoom back to a center of the workspace. 3D Warehouse is one of the best resources and offers with SketchUp. Available on desktop with SketchUp and in browser. 3D Warehouse is a resource and online community for anyone or who creates or is looking for 3D models. With 3D Warehouse, you can upload your own models so that other users can download them. Users can then provide feedback and comments, which is useful regardless of whether you're a professional or hobbyist. And of course, you can download models that other people have created. If you're creating a building, for example, you can download brand name models like Bush, appliances, and so on. Another notable advantage to 3D Warehouse is that it enables users to connect to other users. If you like a particular model or you have questions about how it was made, you can add comments or even contact the model's creator. It's a great way to network with other like-minded people. Extension Warehouse. As the name suggests, Extension Warehouse is a source that provides extensions or plugins developed by SketchUp. These extensions allows users to add special features to SketchUp. Whether you're looking for extensions for applications like drawing or 3D printing, Extension Warehouse has it all. It's even possible to look for industry-specific tools, such as extensions for architecture, construction, and engineering. You can easily search for extensions by name or by capability. When you click on an extension you're interested in, you'll be able to see a product description and reviews from other users who have downloaded the extension. Once you've found the extension you're looking for, it's as simple as downloading with a click of a button. You can then manage all of your extensions from the My Extensions page. Extension can be extremely useful in performing time-saving tasks. For example, you might use a plugin that inspects and repairs solids for 3D printing.
Layout.
Layout. SketchUp isn't just about 3D modeling, of course, and that's where layout comes in. When presenting projects to clients or team members, 2D drawings are the easy way to convey detail and design intent. Layout takes your SketchUp app model and turns them into diagrams, drawings, presentation, and even scale prints. You can start off drawing by your project in SketchUp, create a scene to show different views. This file can then be sent to layout, where you can then add dimensions, level, and so on. You can easily use layout tools to draw to scale in 2D sketching from scratch or by adding a scale line work over your SketchUp model. The true beauty of layout lies in its scene capabilities. Any edits you make to your SketchUp drawing will be instantly updated in your layout document. Once you're happy with your layout document, you can then export your file as a PDF. This can be used in presentation, walkthrough, or even sent directly to clients. Used correctly, layout could become a vital aspect of your design workflow.
Style Builder.
Style Builder. Style Builder main job is to help user create their own sketchy edge style from line you drawn yourself, either on paper or in an image editing program. Style Builder enables user to create custom styles and apply them to SketchUp models. The advantage to this is that it makes your model completely different to anyone else out there. You can create sketchy edge styles based on whatever you want, from pencil lines to pen strokes to thick graphic lines. With this add-on, you can turn your hardline computer drawings into more approachable sketch. Essentially, it can make your models appear hand-rendered, giving your projects a more personal touch. This can be especially useful to add to a project portfolio, giving clients more than just the technical typical model drawings and specification.
In conclusion, the purpose of SketchUp is to create 3D models. These models can be used for anything from creating illustrations to designing buildings. SketchUp is a powerful and easy to use tool that anyone can use to create 3D models.